Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about the age-old tradition of magic. Yes, card tricks. Not just any card tricks, though. Card tricks with a technology edge. And of course, if you know anything and you're coming in here with a little bit of prior knowledge, you know we're talking about Below by Les French Twins. This is a really cool application recently done by David Blaine on TV, so it's been getting a ton of credibility from that. Tons of units, tons of people using this right now. And why am I making this video then if so many people already own it? Well, if someone's out there on the fence, I want to make something that's educational and good, and to show that they've added some advancements to it since the initial launch. So really quick, I'll just kind of let the intro roll, and then we'll get right into having a look at this thing and talking about what's good, what's bad, and what I could take or leave, and what I want for the future. So, that being said. Alright guys, so it's been a long day here, and I just want to talk about Below really quick, but I think it's easier just to kind of show you really what you're getting. This is combining card magic with traditional card magic with technology. So I'll give you kind of an idea here to get your brain going. So if I press here, you can see my phone comes up, and this is exactly how Below really looks. It starts, of course, with your traditional thing where we're going to say, here, tell me stop, or whatever we're going to use. Boom. We're going to put a card into a spectator's head in whatever way that we see fit. We're going to control that card, in this case, with a totally obvious double undercut. And then we're going to move down and show the phone and say, look, I'm going to show you something really interesting here. So we're going to use my camera for this. And you can see we can see each other in here and everything. But, you know, for example, let's grab a rando out. So this one, Eight of Clubs, that's not your card. Is it very different from your card? It is. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do basically is this, and more focus on the phone screen than anything else. But watch what happens here. I'm just going to slowly take that card and pass it by there so you can see it. And look, watch as we just slowly move that into frame, and look, morph it just like that, so that now we have the Four of Diamonds visibly change just like that. So how cool is that, guys? It's a super sick app that does basically that, but it's got a bunch of other things too built in there as well. So there's ideas where the cards are spread and you're showing them as all being, you know, split in, all being mixed up, and then the next moment you turn over and obviously they're split into reds and blacks. So it's got a few different things in there, which I know is kind of a stupid thing. I get it. Or having a blank card that you pass in front of it and you can say something, or, you know, there's a lot that can be done. It's not augmented reality doing this either. It's just an app that basically produces an overlay that matches perfect the scene. Now, some of the things that I really love and hate about this thing is you can see here, like, it mimics the camera app perfectly. It's great. You know, to activate the here, I'll take you back to the main screen here so you can see what's basically going on and get a clear sense of how, one, well developed this app is, and two, how there's still a lot that can be added in, a lot that is going to be added in over time, because currently the Facebook group that's involved with this is extremely engaged, and a lot of people are throwing ideas out, a lot of people are requesting app updates, and, you know, the twins are doing everything they can to get those implemented and make everybody happy as quickly as possible, which I think is super cool on the side of, you know, customer service. They've been really good about standing by their product and all that fun stuff. So you can see here we have our screenshots. This is organized basically where you'd put and set up the app, which when you get the app, you set that up and can do that. You know, configure my videos. This is how simple it is to configure a video. And you can see we've got tons of different things here. So I custom imported that Eight of Clubs, the Four of Diamonds glitch, which you can make your own videos for this too. So if you do have a unique idea with a business card or with a blank card or whatever, you can import that in and actually make that happen. You just have to record the movements yourself, which sounds very difficult, but with the miracles of like AI doing rotoscoping, which basically means removing everything but, the thing here, and Canva can do a lot of that stuff too. It's easier than ever to make videos that you can use and put into this. But the cool thing I like about this is, even though all the videos in here, all the cards covered, some of them do have special things. Like, for example, I know in the 6 of diamonds, we have different variations. So we have left to right, right to left, which means the movement of the card across the screen. So to give you an idea, right to left, we can preview it here, and I'll show you what that looks like. What that basically going to look like is that. That's what it's going to look like, right? Realistic, right to left plus tilt. You can see how this kind of goes, where we, has a more of a quick motion and then all that and a slight tilt to it. So it's exactly what it sounds like. And then I'm trying to see, I guess there isn't a... Oh, here, invisible palm. This is a really cool idea. I think this has a ton of potential in, exposing the invisible palm, or exposing the palm, so you can see, boom, and you can show a card. So there's a lot of potential in that. It's a really cool, like, invisible palm routine that is kind of briefly discussed. And where is that at? There's one in here. I think it might be the 9 of diamonds then. Visible palm, palm to middle. There's one setting that was in here, I know for a fact, that was another cool change. Specials, maybe? No. There's one in here that's a really cool change where you see the diamonds actually split and the 6 turns over into a 9, and it's really cool. But that's in here too. So there's an infinitesimal amount of things you can do with this. The app is super great and responsive. You can import in other things. You can take videos yourself. I don't think it takes the background out inside of the app itself, but that'd be cool if it was able to do that. I think it's a lot of development time needed for that, because that's going to be like AI and everything else. Explanations are super straightforward. I mean, they're just right here. It's not hard at all. So you can't really... Oh, bonus force. I actually have... Oh, available in French only for now, so that's why I haven't seen those yet. But the explanation's really, really clear and nice. Like I said, the secret group is incredible. All of the people are super engaged. There's 448 members, which is not bad. But the guys are constantly, adding updates, suggesting updates, jamming on the ideas. So that's always cool, and there's a sense of community that goes with a product like this. And again, like when we go to, this, for example, when we start the effect, it starts on, a home screen, and then you just go out and click the camera, and it opens up properly and looks perfect. And then the cool thing about this is, it looks like you're right over the camera, but the way they've set it up is that, you can hide cards basically in the field of view, which is super cool. And when you want to start it, so say we had, our 4 of diamonds here, and I want to start, I'm going to sit here and you can kind of see my thumb on the camera lens here, right above, or right under the camera lens. If I tap the top where there's that caret and the raw 12, boom, you'll see it start to move. And check this out. So now when I see it go to there, I know it's going to be right there. And I can move it away. And next I know it's going to come in here when it gets filled up again, the little circle. Boop, it's going to go right there. And then, boom. And I move it away, turn it over, and it looks absolutely perfect. I know we're not capturing everything really in the scene here like I would want to. Unfortunately, that's kind of hard to do because we are constrained to an extent toward the the lens and everything else we've got here. And I don't have... This is normally my overhead cam, my iPhone, so I'm not going to set up another camera for an overhead cam. Sorry, guys. It's just going to take too much work. But you get the picture. This thing is absolutely cool. Things I would love to see that I don't understand why aren't in it already. Why the hell can I not scroll over to video mode and just do a video? Why can't we make this a video that we record and they can send to the spectator? Makes no sense to me. Maybe I'm crazy, but keeping it in photo mode alone is kind of like, why? Why? Maybe video is harder to replicate. I don't know, but it needs that functionality to it. But all around, I'm very happy with this so far. I had performed this for some people, and you think that they would just scream like, oh, this is an app. But it's weird, they really don't. Like, they don't pick up on it at all. It's just like watching the David Blaine performance. They just don't go that direction, which is super interesting when you think about it from the side of like psychology. Because for me, the first thing I saw, because I didn't buy this at first, I thought, this is kind of dumb. But then I remembered the same regret I had when I didn't buy Hacker, which Hacker is absolutely killer now that they've really added more features to it. And I just sold out. I can't get it anywhere. So I ended up just being like, screw it. I really want to get in on this now, even if it is a bit, not fleshed out to where I'd like it to be. So that way I can actually have joy from it later on. I'm not paying double the price or something, which, speaking of which, if you guys want to get this app for 10% off, actually your whole entire order of Illusionist, just go ahead and use this link right here, or the one down in the description, or coupon code JAKOB10, and you can get 10% off your whole order at Illusionist. It'll be super fun. While you're there, check out things like Virtuose, which I just did a review for, or, of course, Liquid Spectrum, probably the most anticipated release of the last few years in Magic. Ever since I saw Toby do this, I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. So, check that out. But all in all, my final thoughts on this is below is, it's a cute app. If it's right for you, it's right for you. I will definitely use it, and I will definitely not be taking it off my phone because it's super useful, and I have some other ideas for it. Like, there's some killer stuff in here too with hypno stuff, and there's presentational ideas I think we could take from like Black Mirror, where the people are following the woman out the phone screen. I think it's called White Bear. Watch that episode, and I'm sure it'll spark your imagination on what you could possibly do with this. But I think that there is a lot that could be possibly done, or even saying it's a mirror dimension. There's so many presentational ideas in here. There's so many possible concepts that can be done too, where say, you had somebody hold the phone like this, and you hold out a card and show it to them. You show them a card. You show them a card like this, and they might see it, and it doesn't say what it says to everybody else because they're seeing, the overlay basically in the video. There's got to be something here. There's more to this than this, and I think that that's going to be coming soon here. So I highly recommend this. Get early in on it before the price goes up even more. It's $50 when I got it. Absolute steal. I think it's up to $75 now. I'm not really sure, but really cool app. Highly recommended. And Les French Twins, you guys are brilliant. I love your work. And that's all I got for you this time, guys. So tune in next time, and I'll see you then.